him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Fight back, nigga.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I really don't have an intro today. Pretty much, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about stuff I've been watching because I'm bored. Literally, aside from schoolwork, I have been doing nothing else because there's nothing else to do other than just watch TV. Well, TV. Watch different shows and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing. I'm going to talk about Attack on Titan, WandaVision, Jujutsu Kaisen, and possibly Skate the Infinity. And obviously, gonna be doing my makeup, as you can tell by the setup. And yeah, like I said, I have no other intro for this, so let's just get into it. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I love these earrings, but they keep getting caught in my hair. Also, I love my outfit today. You won't get to see it because I'm sitting down, but just know that she looks cute. The makeup look I'm doing today is going to be inspired by WandaVision, and since it's going to be inspired by WandaVision, I might as well start with that first. Obviously, as a disclaimer, spoilers, I will try to put up timestamps for each section that I talk about, because I'm caught up on everything. I'm caught up on WandaVision, I'm caught up on Attack on Titan, I'm caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen. The new episode? Today's the 20th of February. It's Saturday. I don't remember if a new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen came out or not. One second. My mom just watched Train to Busan and she's texting me about it. I actually haven't even seen Train to Busan. I heard it's a really good movie though. She sent me a crying emoji, so can't even tell what that means. But anyway, yes, I don't know if an episode of Jujutsu Kaisen comes out today or if it came out yesterday. Either way, I'm currently caught up on it according to VRV. So there's that. Yeah, so I'm caught up on everything. I'll try to leave timestamps and, you know, just in case you want to skip around and not get spoiled for a specific show, because I'm nice like that. You're welcome. Anyway, let's start with WandaVision. Marvel has sucked me back in. Marvel has, I really thought I was done. I really thought after Endgame, I really thought I was done. I really thought I could move on with my life. But apparently not. Yeah, apparently not. Apparently they were like, psych, we took like a year off. Yes, that is true, but now we're back. And honestly, they weren't even really supposed to be taking a year off because of, what's it called? Black Widow was supposed to come out last year in 2020, and that didn't happen. So they didn't technically take a year off. It's more like they were forced to take a year off. But I feel like that year was needed. Marvel, I love Marvel, but like after Endgame, I needed a break. I really thought I was done. I think a lot of people feel this way about WandaVision particularly. I don't think anybody expected it to be good. And I don't know why. Like, I know that those actors, the main two actors who play Vision and Wanda, are like really good actors. And I know that like it's Marvel, so it's like, why would it be bad? But I think we just kind of expected it to be bad, you know? I don't know why. I'm not the only one who thinks this way. It was like this on Twitter as well, and some people on YouTube who I was watching like reviews of it. But yeah, obviously, really good show. I would highly recommend, especially if you were into Marvel and now you're like, I'm never watching Marvel again. I highly suggest you watch. And they're doing this thing the same way they've been doing. I need to like pluck my eyebrows, but they've been doing it. I say that like I know how to pluck my eyebrows. I don't know how to pluck my eyebrows. Anyway, they've been doing it like they've always done it. So like the rest of the MCU, meaning that when the next show that comes out, Winter Soldier and Falcon Winter Soldier, you're gonna have to watch probably WandaVision in order to understand. Same with the Doctor Strange movie that's gonna come out. That's in relation to also WandaVision and stuff like that. Like she'll be in that movie. So they're kind of forcing you to watch it. So if you don't have a Disney Plus subscription, I would never tell you to go do illegal things, but I would say to go watch the show. But I would never tell you to do illegal things just to go watch the show. Yeah. So, how am I liking the show so far? I'll try to do spoilers at the very, very end. I love it. Like, it completely subverted my expectations again. For some reason, I thought it was gonna be bad. I don't think I really understood the concept of the show. I think because I wasn't really looking at what's the word? Trailers. Like when it was coming out, I was just kind of like, eh. Like, you know, like no one was, I don't think anybody was really like taking it seriously. Like in terms of a show, like no one was really taking it seriously. They thought it was just gonna be some side thing. Like no one thought this was gonna be like a main MCU type project. I think everybody was like that, and so because of that, I like wasn't really watching any of the trailers, and it wasn't until like really it was about to come out like a week before it came out that I was like, all right, I'll watch a trailer. I was like, oh, wait, I kind of like the concept, the whole like TV concept thing. And like, you know, stuck in a TV universe stuff, like I kind of like that concept. I waited, I think, until episode 5 to actually start watching. Don't know why. I really don't know why. I just like was like, oh, I'll wait. It's whatever. Really enjoy the concept of it. I like how every episode is obviously going by decades. In terms of sitcoms, which is really funny because I feel like I don't know about like anybody else, but like when I was a kid, like a young kid, all I would do was watch like sitcoms on TV. Like Nick at Night, like when the sitcoms would come on, I'd watch like Full House, I'd watch George Lopez, I'd watch My Wife and Kids. Like I loved those. I'm using a different concealer today. I loved those shows. So seeing them like do it, like obviously like the really really old ones I don't know about because I didn't watch any of those, but like the like ones from like the 80s and beyond, so I guess the last 4 episodes, I guess, like I was really like into it because I was like, oh my god, like I should probably put concealer on my eye. Well, actually no. Like I remember like watching like a show like this, and I remember like watching like Full House and stuff like that. Like it's so cute, like the way that they did it. The actors, phenomenal. The actors are like 100% phenomenal. Everybody inside of Westview is amazing, like in terms of their acting, because like you have to pretend to be on a TV show. You're like double acting. You have to act, and then you have to act like you're on a TV show. So I thought that was pretty cool inside of a TV show. So shout out to all of those actors. And especially like when they break character, when they like break out of whatever hold is happening, it's like, oh, like, and then they have to like pretend that they're acting in a drama because like outside of like the Westview, it would be like a regular drama. So then they have to like act like that and act all scared and stuff like that. I feel like anybody who can like accurately depict them being scared is a really good actor. I don't know why. Not like I know anything about acting. Oh, chapstick. Remember to put on chapstick, ladies and gentlemen. It's the winter. Now there's foundation all over my chapstick. Awesome. Whatever. Well, it's dry. Anyway. Yeah. Favorite character right now? It's always been Agnes before. Okay, we're getting the spoiler territory now. It's always been Agnes before I even knew who she was. I was watching, I think, Cut Creaser's video on like WandaVision before I even started watching it, because she was talking about her like predictions and theories of the show before she started watching it, and she was talking about the comics and how, spoiler again, in the comics Agnes is a villain, and so obviously she has the same name in the show, like obviously she's depicted, and obviously in the last episode that we saw, she was, you know, revealed herself to be the villain. I still don't think she's the top villain, because even in the comics, she's not the top villain. We'll get to that theory in a second, but yeah, so but like I really loved her character as being like, you know, the quirky side friend, the quirky best friend, in every like sitcom, the quirky neighbor and stuff like that. Like I really liked her. Like she did really well in that role. I like Wu. Of course, we love Wu. I love Monica. Of course. I love, what's her name? Jessica? The girl from Thor, the doctor. I like, is she a doctor? Actually, the scientist. I'm just gonna call her scientist. The way Hayward, right? The way Hayward was treating them, that man needs to go. Hayward needs to go. But Monica's great, and especially in the last episode when my girl got her powers. Oh, I was screaming because I was not expecting that, because like I know nothing about like Captain Marvel and like the people within Captain Marvel and stuff like that. Like my knowledge of Marvel is actually very, very limited in terms of superheroes and who's involved and all that stuff. Same with X-Men, because now we're reaching into X-Men territory, and I definitely don't know anything about the X-Men or anything like that. So like I'm along for the ride, honestly. After the whole Quicksilver mess, I watched one, well, I've seen a couple of X-Men movies, but that was like my first X-Men movie, the one with like Evan Peters. Oh, Marvel was sick for that one. But I'm glad he's there. Really thought he was dead after Wanda did a little poop on him. Oof. But I'm glad they showed him at the end credits for the last episode, which was episode 8. And he's gonna help Monica, and I'm so excited. Or at least I think he's gonna help Monica. I would assume so. I hope they go save them children, because those children went missing, and I think it's just because this is part of like my theory that I don't think they can like control, well, Agnes, I don't think she can control children. I think that all of the children in Westview are either fake, or like Vision had said to Wanda, not Vision, Quicksilver, Pietro had said to Wanda like, oh, like you just kept them sleeping the whole time because you didn't want to like mess with them because they're children. And he was like, you know, good for you for doing that, like you have some type of a heart or whatever. I just thought all those children were fake, and I still kind of think maybe those children are fake. But then again, it's like there are kids in Westview, and I still think that maybe kids are harder to control. That's like my little mini theory on that one. The kids are missing. Where did they go? Can we get them back, please? They're so adorable. Like why did Agnes just make them disappear? Like hello, I know they're probably not from this universe, because they're not from this universe, but like still, like girl, like what'd you do with them? Okay, I don't know what I want to. Trying to decide what I want to do on my eyes before I do the eyeliner. Should I do anything on my eyes before I do the eyeliner? I'm actually now thinking maybe not. I feel like a shimmer would be nice, like a purple shimmery. You know what, we'll do the eyeliner first and then see what happens. So yeah, very excited for that. I'm glad like we have like, oh, who's the real supervillain here now, because obviously it's made out to be Wanda at the beginning of the show. What color should I use? Like obviously there's this magenta color, and I guess this is too orange though. Man, I wish there was a red in here. What are the colors in WandaVision? It's just red and like purple, right? I don't have purple. I mean, I don't have red. Ooh. Wait, do I? 1 second. Anyway, as I look for that, yes. So Vision, I feel so bad for him, because when he was trying to leave the little area, oh no, I don't have red eyeliner. No. Wait, is this red? Pause. I think I might have some red eyeliner. Oh god. Is she dried out? No, she's not. Hey, I do have a red eyeliner, some cheap red eyeliner from Amazon. Pray for my skin. Yeah, but I feel bad for Vision because obviously when he was trying to leave, he can't leave because if he leaves, he will die because he's not alive outside of this like magical hexagon bubble thing that they made. Like, so I feel so bad for him because whatever the end game is gonna happen here, like he's not gonna be able to be a part of it. Like they're gonna have to say goodbye at the end of this, and it's like, again, we get to watch Vision die again for like the third time now. It's gonna be really sad. I have red on my hand now. Yeah, but anyway, I can't wait to see. Sorry. Can't wait to see where this goes. I don't know how many episodes there are supposed to be. But yeah, my little theory had to do with the ads, which like obviously has pretty much been proven correct at this point, but my theory went a little bit step further and was pretty much just like the dude in the ads who's like doing the ads, the dude, not the girl, maybe the girl, but like more on the dude who's doing the ads is the big baddie in all of this. And while Agnes is like boss number 1 and he's like boss number 2, just because of the way like everything is set up. Like obviously it's set up to be like whoever's in controlling this all, like producer, co-producer type stuff, because it's supposed to be like a show. And even in episode 8 they show like an Agnes's little theme song, which slapped, by the way. Like it was already queen behavior, and then she like had her own little theme song being like, oh, it was Agnes all along. Ooh. And it was like, whoever is on the writing team and on the MCU needs a fucking raise. Actually, they're probably getting paid enough, but like still, or maybe they're not. I don't want to make any assumptions, cause we don't want to make any assumptions. But yeah, when they were doing the little opening and they were doing the little office and they cut to the little office scene where they were doing like the interviews and stuff like that, like she was behind the interview. She was the person behind the interview. And it just really kind of makes me think like, oh, is this like her being in a producer role, you know, and stuff like that. And it kind of leads me to think like, oh, the person in the ads may also be in a producer role because a producer has to deal with like money and producing the show and stuff like that. That's just my little theory about that. I cannot wait for the next episode, stuff like that. We're in the thick of it now. We're in the thick of it. Yes. All right. So now we're gonna move on to Attack on Titan. Jesus fucking Christ. So a little background about me and Attack on Titan. I watched Attack on Titan way back in like 2014 or whenever, when the first season came out, and everybody was like really, really hype about it. Make sure y'all can see. But yeah, back in 2014, when everyone was like really, really hype about it. Hold on. You probably cannot see that, but yeah. So yeah, I was obsessed with it just like everybody else was in 2014. I was not special. I loved it so much. Armin was my baby daddy. Absolutely. And yeah, but then like obviously like there was a long hiatus, like a couple of years in between the first and second season, and I didn't really, once the second season came out, I didn't really care for it anymore. Like I think I started watching season 2 and then stopped, and then never finished season 2. Can't see. Yeah, never finished watching season 2. And that was kind of it for a while. I kind of just fell off of it. But very recently, now that season 4 is out, which is the final season, and people have been talking about it, and at first I thought I wasn't gonna care. I kind of just wanted to know what happened, like what was the secret, what was in the basement, etc., etc. Hold on, my phone is running out of storage. I could have swore I like deleted like all the stuff that needed, like I delete my clips after I transfer them over to my computer so that my phone has space. And I could have swore I did that, but it's saying I don't really have any space, so we'll see how far I get right now recording. But yeah, Attack on Titan, watched it, and then I just didn't watch it. And so I wanted to watch like a recap video, and I did. I went onto YouTube and I watched like this 50-minute like recap video, seasons 1 through 3, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, like some of the stuff they were talking about, I was like, oh, okay, especially when they started talking about what was in the basement and what was in the books, and I was like, what? Racism? What? I was real confused. I was really like, oh, okay, so this is what we're doing, okay. Ooh. But I still wasn't really interested in watching it so far, so I was just like, oh, you know what? Every time a new episode comes out, it trends on Twitter. So I'm just gonna go onto the Twitter tag every time it trends. Oops. I'm gonna go onto the Twitter tag every time it trends and just like see what's up. And that worked for a couple of episodes until Sasha died. Oh my god, y'all, like, I always try to stan the like side characters. I always try to be fan, like Armin. I love Armin. He baby daddy material right there. I always try to stan the side characters because I, for some reason, think that they're safe. When in reality, it's the exact opposite of that. Side characters are never safe. The closer they are to the main character, the worse it is for them because they're almost guaranteed to die. And what happened to Sasha? She died. She was such a good character too. Like, not only did she have like this explosive personality, she was also like just strong. Like, she was a sniper. She was really good at what she did, and the fact that she got killed by a kid who almost looks exactly like her and is also really good, has really good aim, is fucked up. That whole scenario was beyond fucked up. The fact they were fucking beating the shit out of Gabby, bro. I was like, please, that girl is a child. Like, I know y'all mad, but that girl is a child. They were really going after her. Oh, she dried up while I was talking, but yeah, Aaron, we need to have a little bit of a talk. Someone needs to punch Aaron in the gut, and I think it needs to be Mikasa, because I think that is the only one who is going to listen to him at this point. Honestly, I don't even think Mikasa. I don't even think Mikasa might not be able to do it. Because part of me is just like, he's too far gone. He's too far gone. I hope not. But like, I don't know what to think at this point. Like, Aaron, you massacred children, baby. You just committed mass genocide on a people, your own people, baby. I don't know what you want me to say. The politics in that show are very, very interesting. Oh, by the way, I've decided that I'm gonna do pink and red on this side, and then like blue and like turquoise, I guess, on this side. Something in the corner of my eye, like what's happening there? Okay. So next we're gonna do red. We're gonna take a break from the pink and then do red. But yeah, favorite characters in that show, obviously Sasha. all my favorite characters and all my favorite shows die. This is why I stopped having favorite characters. Because people would be like, oh, who's your favorite character? The dead one. The dead one. This happened in Ruby. This happened here. It happens in like almost every show I watch now. My fave dies. I just like, I'm resigned to it. Armin also, if he doesn't get the command, if he doesn't get like Hanji's position when this is all over, what is it all for? Then what was this all for? Because he absolutely deserves to be in that position. He's already like right under Hanji in terms of positioning right now, because they be like strategizing and planning together. So he better get that position. Obviously Levi. I know that Levi kills Zeke, and I just cannot wait until that fucking happens. I just like, I'm ready, because Zeke is really messing things up right now. I love how this looks like. Look how like this kind of exploded. She won't focus? No, she don't want to focus. It's fine. It's whatever. Oh, okay. Oh. Don't know how to draw straight lines. Okay, yeah. Another favorite character of mine is Falco. He deserves the world. He deserves the absolute world. When Rainer was trying to tell him, like, you need to, like, protect them and you need to take on this burden yourself, I was like, no, he doesn't. He really doesn't. Like, I understand, like, he wants to protect his friends, half of which are dead now, but, like, he also, it shouldn't just fall on his responsibility to do so. You know? Also, Rainer, the fact that Rainer would just, like, wanted to, he was ready to himself, he was ready to unalive, and he was just sitting there like, I just want to die. And like Gabby and Falco were just like, Rainer, we need you, and like he was just sitting there like, why, God, why? Like, don't you think that maybe this is your punishment? Your punishment is that you get to be alive. Let's see, other favorite characters. Oh, Hanji. And definitely, they have my heart and my soul. My heart and my soul. Every time I think about them, I just... Anyway, moving on. Ooh. As in terms of... I tell you, this thing is like exploding all over me. In terms of what I think is going to happen, at this point, I think that Eren is just going to continue to do crazy things until he gets somebody hurt by his own hand. Because technically, yes, Sasha did die, and it is technically Eren's fault. Because they didn't ask to, like, be there. I do think that, like, he's not really going to realize, you know, the consequences of his actions.
What will you learn? What will you learn? That your actions have consequences!
Y'all see this? Y'all see that? Oh my God, girl. That almost... I'm wearing all black, but like still. Okay, anyway. Yeah, but until he gets someone like Armin or Mikasa like hurt, I don't think he's really gonna understand the like ramifications and the like the consequences of his actions. And God forbid if either of them get hurt, I will raise hell. I saw some manga spoilers because I was just like scrolling through Tumblr. Like I said, like I know like Levi kills Zeke, and then I also know I know that Levi gets busted, and then I think they also kidnap Armin at some point, which is just like, Eren, Aaron, you just gonna let that happen? We're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a talk. You and me. Look at that. Don't buy cheap makeup off of Amazon. Because also, last time I did this for like a Halloween thing. Like I think 2 Halloweens ago. And I used this. Wow, I've had this for a very long time. Was it last Halloween? Actually, I think it was last Halloween. Point is, I've had it for over a year. And this left a very big pimple on my eyelid. Granted, I was using like a lot of it on my eye, but like still. Anyway, okay. I need to clean myself up. So I've cleaned myself up, and now we're going to move on to the other eye, and we're going to be doing blue. This like electric blue color called Point Break from the Cut Creaser palettes. And probably the lighter blue, I guess. I don't really know what else. I want to use 2 colors. It'd be cool if I use silver, because the I got the eyeliner on my skirt. Like I said, I'm wearing all black, but it's still just kind of like, it looks like blood. It looks like blood. Oh. It literally looks like I bled on myself. Okay, I just need to remember to put shout on it. It mostly came up. I just gotta remember to put some shout on it when I take this skirt off. Anyway. What was he saying? Oh yes, predictions for what's gonna happen next. Someone mentioned Falco, because obviously Falco is in line to like inherit the armored titan. I'm not sure, because like the whole thing is like no one wants to do it aside from Gabby. But like no one really wants to like inherit it because you got 13 years to live after you inherit a titan. Like, and Falco's like what, 10, 15, like 10, 11, maybe 12 right now. Like him living to like his early 20s like doesn't seem very, you know, desirable, even though they really tried to make it, because obviously brainwashing to them children's that it's like this most desirable thing, even though you only got like 13 years to live. But like, I don't know, at this point, like we're just kind of waiting, because we're trying to wait and see where Zeke is taking his master secret plan, when he literally was like told Eren and Historia, like Historia needs to get pregnant and Eren needs to go impregnate someone. I was literally sitting there like, these people like just turned 18. Can we like not? But Historia went and found some farm dude offered her from her orphanage to like get pregnant with. And I was like, I love how quickly that she got pregnant. She got pregnant real quickly. I'd like to imagine she just walked up to this man. It was like, hey, wanna impregnate me? And he was like, what? Because like she was pregnant real quick. She got pregnant real quick. I know there's like a time like gap when all of this is happening, when they're explaining this in the last couple episodes, but like it doesn't seem like there was much persuading that needed to happen. And I just whatever man. Oh my god. Symmetry. Okay. And then, of course, Eren. Like, I thought for a second that Eren knocked up Historia, and I was just like, Eren. Eren, I have such a big love-hate relationship with Eren, personally. Some days I love him, some days I hate him. That's the extent of that. I think that, you know, jaded him is he looks real good right now when his little jaded ass man bun he got going on. He looked good, but he's annoying the hell out of me. And I want to punch him in the face. Because if he gets anybody else killed, we're gonna have an issue. But yeah, I don't really have any like theories. I think, you know, it's just a wait and see kind of scenario right now. So oops. So yeah, that's Attack on Titan. I'm trying to see if I like missed anything about it. The memes are great. If you're not on Attack on Titan TikTok and you watch Attack on Titan, you need to be on Attack on Titan TikTok. The TikToks are so hilarious. I love them so much, especially the artist ones. But some of the meme, like the regular meme ones, just be so funny. Anyway, need to like redo my eyebrow. Anyway, moving on. Last show we're going to last-ish show is Jujutsu Kaisen, another show that just has me going, yo, what the fuck? Firstly, I want to talk about the women in this show. Can we talk about that? We good? I want to talk about how great the women are written in this show, cause Naruto could never. You want to know what Naruto just did? I'm not gonna tell you because it's a really big spoiler, but like, I don't know what's going on in Baruto land, but I know what's going on in Jujutsu Kaisen land, and what's going on in Jujutsu Kaisen land is pretty lit. We get to see all of the women, every single one of them, and even though they were fighting each other, it wasn't like, you know, how fights between women usually go in anime. Not very well. So the fact that these fights are like very well orchestrated and like actually mean something, like between Maki and her sister, Maki and Mai, like that fight meant something between Noroba and that little broom lady, the broom girl, I forgot her name. But between her, like that meant something. We got more of old girl with the blue hair. Like we got to learn about her backstory and why she's a Jujutsu sorcerer. Like the fights. Oops. Oh man. Okay. Whatever. The fights like mean something, and all of the fights have meant something in the show, but I'm glad they like kept that up with the women as well. They didn't just like push them to the side and we're just like, yeah, y'all can fight, but y'all personalities are gonna be cardboard. I'm so glad that everybody in the show has a personality. Like even the antagonists, the women, the protagonists, the other guys in the show, like they all have like distinct personalities, which is great because obviously that show is more than just like, oh, fighting demons and fighting spirits and like curses and like whatever. Like it's obviously more than that. It's about like life and loss and friendship and family and like all that lovely power friendship shit. But like obviously to show that, to be like that's the message here, and then to have like characters that like don't even mean anything when all you care about is the main character because all the other characters are written like shit. It's like it's hard for me to care about the message when all the other characters aren't even interesting. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that they made all of the characters super interesting, especially the women. It's a very modern anime in terms of like the plot and stuff like that. Like not the plot, but like in terms of the characters, it's very modern. Like in terms of the way the characters speak, talk to each other, what they like it's definitely a show that is supposed to take place in like modern day like Japan, which is like great. Because once again, it's like these are teenagers that you could like probably see yourself hanging out with, being friends with, or just knowing of in your school and stuff like that. Which I love that they depict that in like the opening and endings. It's like, oh, what could have been if you know who didn't just die. You know, what could have been. So yeah, that episode with Noroba fighting the little witch girl, and they were talking about what it means to like be a woman in the Jujutsu world. Like that girl, she was making some valid points because she was like, not only do you have to be strong, you also have to be pretty and dainty, and that's like pretty much like the world like demands perfection of you. And obviously that's not just about the Jujutsu Kaisen world. That was like a commentary on the real world, which is like true. Like women are expected to be these strong, empowering figures now in like modern day, but at the same time we still have those like patriarchal patriarchal roles that like we still are expected to fill. We are still expected to be pretty and dainty and look a certain way and wear certain things, etc., etc. And it's nothing short of perfection because you have to be both at the same time. So she was making some points, but where she went wrong obviously is that she like chooses to adhere to that, to conform to that, and Noraba like obviously is not that type of girl. So at the end of that episode, when she did her little thing and she said her little quote, which I never want to get quotes tattooed on me, but like that has been one that I've been looking at. I was like, if I had to get a quote, especially from an anime, tattooed on me, it would be that. It was basically, she's just like, I love myself when I'm pretty and dressed up, and I also love myself when I'm being a strong badass, because that's me. I love all of me. And I like burst into fucking tears, bro. I was literally like, yes, because that's exactly how I feel. I feel like that's exactly how a lot of women feel, especially women who obviously like Noraba like fight. I mean, I don't fight like physically, but like I do like to like do things like lift weights and stuff like that. And I'm not always super girly or stereotypically girly, at least. Now I'm using this silver, and we're gonna see how this goes on my eyelid. But yeah. So bless that show. Bless the creator of that show. Of course, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards were last night, and Jujutsu Kaisen won for best ending and I think anime of the year, which it absolutely should have. Like, there were some really strong contenders, like Great Pretender, which didn't win anything. I guess not enough people watch Great Pretender, but like, like Beastars was on there, ReZero, the second season was on there, My Hero Academia is on there, there were some others, like really good shows on there. So Akudama Drive was on there, which I haven't watched yet. That's like next on my list to watch. But yeah, there were some really good shows on there. But like Jujutsu Kaisen, the characters in that show are just like none other. Like obviously the animation is great and amazing, obviously. But like really, what for me at least, what really makes that show like top tier, my favorite right now, has got to be the characters. The characters, like I said, are unique. They have their own personalities. They have their own backstories. Of course, everyone's backstory is tragic. Of course, tragic backstory is going to be tragic. But like, it doesn't like, their characters mean something. And I just find it in a lot of anime, even anime that have come out in the most recent years, for some reason find it very hard to make memorable characters aside from the main character. Like, there have been very few. Like, why do you think Haikyuu is like so big and prevalent? Like, yeah, obviously cute boys playing volleyball, sure. Cute boys playing volleyball, all right, yeah, we get that, but like also like each character that we do meet and that means something has a personality, has a distinct personality. They mean something. The fact that I can catch myself rooting for the other team in a show, in a sports like anime, is crazy. Like, you know, a sports anime is good when they got you rooting for the other team along with your own team. Like, of course, I always want Kurosano to win. I always want them to win. And they better, because that's what they deserve. But at the same time, it's like, you get to spend time with the other team, whether it's in like flashbacks, stories, etc. You get to spend time with them to the point where you're just kind of like, damn, maybe I kind of want to root for them. Like, obviously you're not gonna win, but like you put in a good effort. I like you, which is why like people love characters who you know, obviously on the Kritisano team, but also not on the Kritisano team, who are also on like other teams as well. Like my favorite character is Bokuto. He's not on the main character team. So if the fact that like when an anime can like really give you characters to care about that aren't just the main character, you know they've done something right. You know they've done something right. It would have been too much. Kind of just, yeah. I don't want it to be too much. And then red. Oh, if you're ever wondering what palette I'm using, it's the Take Me to Brazil palette. Take Me Back to Brazil palette. By BH Cosmetics. I just needed like a rainbow palette that was actually gonna work on my skin. And here we are. I've had it for I think a year now. It was a gift from a friend, I think last Christmas. And the cut creasers was a gift from the same friend. Hi Nalo, you got your shout out. Are you happy now? He #1 makeup supplier. That's what he is, because that's what I asked for like my birthday and stuff like that, because we both love makeup. So whenever something new comes out, I would love to do Nalo's makeup, but Nalo is all like, oh, my skin, and I'm like, dude, look, I think it's worth the risk. I think it's worth the risk of your skin being fucked up for a couple of days. He has eczema. But I think it's worth your skin being fucked up for a couple of days to do that. Just my humble opinion. I never wiped off the. I guess it kind of just already went off. Kind of. Anyway, I'm gonna go put on lashes again and mascara. And oh wait, I always skip this part. You guys never see it. I put on blush. Be right back. But anyway, y'all should totally be in the comments being like, hey, Nalo, let her do your makeup, because I would love to do his makeup. He's just being a pussy about it. Okay, psych, I lied. Because I didn't even talk about my favorite characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. Obviously, Noraba is my favorite girl. She's best girl. That's my waifu. In terms of favorite male character, probably Yuji. Of course, we are all Gojo stans in this house, obviously. But I love Yuji. I think he's a really good main character. Tears. Why does this happen to me? What kind of what? Okay, whatever. We're just gonna leave it. Obviously Sukuna. Oh, that man. Oof. That man can command a room. Anyway, thirsting aside, I also really like Maki and Panda, cause he's a panda. He's so cute. Who else? Oh my god. Freaking Todo and Yuji's fucking friendship. Their friendship is literally like that meme that's been going around on TikTok of like, hi bestie, hey bestie, look out bestie. Like that's literally them right now. That's all I could think of yesterday when I was like catching up on the show. All I could think was those fucking memes. Okay, now I'm gonna put on lashes. Oh no, did I get? This always happens to me. Okay, we're back. Putting on lipstick. This is just Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. And then lastly, of course, that went right into my mouth. Set and refresh spray, hydro, Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Yeah, where's the top to this? I don't know where the top to this is. Oh, it's in there. Okay. And that's it. That's the final look. Let me take this off. Inspired by WandaVision. Okay. It's the final look. Hold on. I need to. Okay. Now we're done. We're done. Thank you so much for watching me babble on and on and on. If you've seen any of those 3 shows, WandaVision, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, I knew we weren't gonna get to Skate Infinity. It's a great show. The homoerotic boys skating using the skateboards. Anyway, you should watch it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you watched any of those 3 shows, let me know down in the comments below which one you've watched. What's your favorite part about them? Let me know. Let's have a conversation. Also, don't remember to yell at Nalo in the comments. My eyelashes are coming off. Remember to yell at Nalo in the comments and tell him he needs to let me do his makeup. Because we all want to see it. We all want to see it. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, remember to subscribe to see more of me. I try to put out a video every Thursday. Though we're in the thick of it now in terms of school, the semester, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you next week.